All right, how y'all doing today? So another story time. Um, Still trying to continue. At least trying to upload every day this month. I'm gonna try my best to try to do all 29 days. But this time, I want to talk about maybe getting your first car. I was young when I got my first car. I didn't really get to drive until I was 18, getting out of high school. I took, you know, when I was still in high school at the time, the senior, I took driving classes. Like I took the driving school and all that, and to get my permit. And then my mentor at the time let me drive a 2000 Ford. It's a 2000 Ford convertible Mustang, right? It was all red with a black drop top, and I love that car, man. Even though the roof didn't work, I had to pull it, like unlatch it, right? Unlatch it, and then push it back, and then I would have to manually like push that bitch down if I wanted to like drive with no roof. But I still love the car, man. It was a good car. But I'm gonna tell you the first day that I ended up getting it, right? So at the time when I got older, I graduated. My mentor was helping me. I stayed with them, always grateful. Little things got a little intense. Just being young, trying to figure things out. Um, they decided to help me, so I figured graduated, and things didn't go the way I planned. Whatever. I'm always appreciative though, but ended up leaving. Had a friend help me. My mentor still offered me the car. Ended up getting my license, all that. Um, so basically, um, the day that I got that car, my friend at the time, he worked at the movie theater, right? And so I think I went to go get my the girl I was with at that time. I was young, I was 18, so that didn't even last long anyway. But so the girl at the time I was with, um, I think we went to go get her. Then I took him to his job, which is the movie theater, right? He went inside. He went to go get his check. Say he's gonna come back, whatever. So I was in the lot with my woman at that time, and and man, it was so crazy, bro. So at that time we were both in the car, whatever, and then I'm doing donuts in the fucking parking lot like a stupid ass, and me being young and naive and just being stupid, excited to have a car on the first day. But I ended up hitting a pole, man, and I didn't brake in time, so I was spinning out doing donuts, and I left tire marks in the parking lot too, by the way, which is crazy. But basically, the pole was right here, and when I braked, I hit the bumper and I hit the light, and just fucking like a stupid ass. So I ended up getting it towed, and I was able to still drive it. It was fixable. My friend, his grandfather ended up helping me fix the headlight and the fender. I just went to a junkyard and I put those two pieces on. And the only thing wrong with it is I didn't have a bumper at the time, so I drove that car for damn near a year without a bumper. But I ain't gonna lie, my it being my first car, I still love that car to this day. Honestly, just being older now and just at that time, just not having common sense, just being young and excited. I just feel like I wish I could have took care of it better. But that car, man, I feel like it just got to a point to where it started breaking down on me, man. But it was cool for a while, but there was this night, man, where I was with three of my friends at the time. So one of my friends, he's a white dude, but he's really tall. I went to school with him, whatever. And then he was with his brother. They're pretty big dudes. And my other friend, he he's put I don't know, maybe like 5'8", 5'9", nothing too crazy, decent height. So he's sitting in the back, right? And then the brother sitting next to me, and then the other brother sitting behind me. So we're driving. I have the roof down, and we're finna get on the highway. And I could have swore, bro. I really feel like my tire popped at that time, and I feel like I lost control for a second, and I was playing with the wheel, and we went this way, right? We were going this way, and I just didn't want to hit the tree, like the trees. I didn't want to hit nothing. So when I tried to turn the wheel like this, and I was playing with it, but we went in the grass, whatever, and I was like trying to control it, and like trying to brake so we didn't flip because I had the roof down. But honestly, I feel like my friend that was sitting in the front that was really tall, he basically kind of outbalanced the car for sure. I feel like, and this guy fucking uh, it was by mistake. Like I don't think it was on purpose, but you know he's a big dude. He's tall, but he broke like the vent part. But it's okay. But man, that shit's crazy, man. But I think that's when it started fucking up, man. With my radiator and stuff. I ended up losing that car, bro, which was sad. But I had really great memories in it. I used it to get to work, even when I barely had gas in it. I was driving around on E. You know, when you young, you ain't got no money. I took a trip to Houston in it. I went to San Marcos in that car. Well, not San Marcos. I tried to go, but I didn't end up going. But I hit the mall like with that car, so it wasn't too bad, man. And you know, being fresh, coming out of high school, and then after that summer going into winter and stuff, you know, I was turning 19, so I had fun experiences having a car. You know, being able to smoke in it and drive wherever I want, and being able to do things with my friend. I took my car to the river, everything. Ended up getting a ticket out there, man. I got a lot of tickets in that car, which kind of caught up with me. But at that time, being young, I didn't let it dawn on me. But now, you know, just trying to pay them off and trying to get them dismissed and shit is crazy. But man, I had a lot of situations. I went to the river and just my friends sitting on my back of my thing, and then the cops gave me a citation and they want to threaten to take my car. But you know what's crazy? My tax didn't expire until that July, bro. I had like a month or two, and they kept like pressing me about it so much. And then my license plate was from Georgia; it wasn't from Texas, so they kept grilling me and stuff because that's where the car came from, bro. And yeah, I went to Houston in that car with my mentor before he gave it to me. But yeah, I had a lot of good memories, man. Man, I remember one time it got to a point to where my door would open by itself. So I remember a few times being on the highway. Excuse me. I'd be on the highway, right, and like my car, like the door would open, bro. It would scare the fuck out of me. I remember one time my friend, he saw that shit happen, and like he sat on the back, he sat behind me and held the door. Like that shit's crazy, bro. But I had a lot of fun memories. I spun out before on it. Like I did a lot of stuff. When I left one of my first homes living with people, and I ended up living over there by UTSA, and I had having a homie help me out and stuff. I just had great times just until I lost the car, man. It ended up getting towed. I left it because it overheated, man, and I pushed it somewhere, and I ended up trying to get it towed. I mean, not trying to get it towed. I left it there for that night, and then when I went back to get it, it got towed. And when I called the impound, like only it being in there for like one night, it was more than like $600, and I was like, man, you know, I didn't have the money to get it out. I had to let it go. I was so sad though, but it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I had fun times in that car. Just it was a good first car, man. I loved it. Um, it did its job. Even though I didn't have a bumper, I was still able to do things just being young. And, excuse me, you know, going to parties and hanging out with my friends and having a job and living in a home with people. Like it was just my beginning of becoming just an adult and coming out of high school, trying to figure out life. And I'm so appreciative of that first car, man. Yeah, but I went through a couple phases with cars, and man, I feel like I just always got a bad rap. Just always bad shit always happened with my vehicles. Man, after that, I had a friend let me use his dad's truck, and I used it for a little bit just for a job, and I used it for a good while, but I ended up giving it back. I just didn't feel right having it, but I was always grateful for them letting me use it. And then fast forward, I didn't really get my second car. I'm gonna tell y'all about the times I had cars, but yeah, man. So Then the next time I got a car, this one was crazy. So during COVID and all that time, just like I said in my last story time, that during COVID and stuff, I ended up getting money and all that, the unemployment, and I used some of the money to get a vehicle. Right, I tried to save, and I got a vehicle at the time. And the first Mazda that I got, it was a gray one. It was a V6 one, I think a Mazda 6. It was pretty fast too. I think it could have been like a '09, '08, maybe a 2010. It was an older one, but I thought it was great. It had the Bose speakers in there, so it was bumping. Great on gas. I was chilling. I was excited. First car, I bought it cash. No one can tell me nothing. Something that's physically mine that felt great, just like that first Mustang that I got. But I was trying to make that bitch my second car, and I had it for damn near a week, and it started having problems because I bought it from an actual dealership, a used dealership, and I didn't feel right, so they gave me my money back. Then I added on to what I had, and then the second one was a Mazda. It was a red Mazda. I was like, I like the Mazda. Let me try it. Fuck it. Let me get another one. And to this day, bro, to this day, I had a good friend of mine. I had decent friends try to help a nigga back then. But I had a friend of mine, um, that day, bro. I wish I should have went with the those Eclipse, those old Eclipse, but I saw an all red one and it had a drop top too, just like my red. But I should have did it, but I didn't. I was so naive and desperate and excited that I went with the Mazda. Pulled up to where the guy lived. He was more downtown San Antonio. Pulled up with a good friend of mine. He took me. I ended up paying $2,300 for that car. I had that car for maybe more than 2 weeks. I would say damn near almost 15 days. And the car, I got it towed because I didn't have my title at the time, and I was trying to buy it from that guy. I had to get it out, bro. That shit was crazy. And then it started having problems, man. And I broke down on the side of the highway, trying to put water in it. People passed me. I only had one person give me ice cream. They didn't know how to help me, but they gave me ice cream, and then just went off. And I was like, all right, bed. But I ended up getting help and stuff, and I had people pull up try to help me, and I didn't want to leave my car. They were trying to make me push it off the highway and just leave it somewhere, but I didn't want to do that, bro. I was really trying to find a way to like put it somewhere to where I know I couldn't lose it, but I had to let it go, man. Never went back and got it, and the guy sold it too, tried to get the money back, couldn't get it, and my friend was like, we should just beat him up, but I was like, nah, nah, but crazy, man. It was crazy, man. I've had bad luck with cars, but I'm definitely gonna get to a point to where I give me a good one. And even in this video right now, I'm telling myself I'm gonna give me a good one. But man, that shit was crazy, bro. Just going through different types of situations with cars, bro. Yeah. Comment below too if you ever went through situations with cars, bro. That shit's crazy. Yeah. And then I think the best car I got so far. Shout out to my woman, her family, her mom and her dad, her parents. They definitely let me use an orange car, and I had that car for a while until we ended up selling it. But I never had no problems with it. The only problem I had with it, other than like getting an oil change, but it was just like I had to replace a tire, and that was pretty much it. But that car got me everywhere A to B. Shit, all the when I was working at QT. I was able to do what I had to do. When I worked there, I was able to go to different QTs, and that was the thing at the time at that gas station. So I always used that car to get to work and to go to different gas stations so I could fill in for people and stuff like that. But man, great on transportation. Never had no problem. Great car. We ended up selling it, man, and that's the only car I wish I could still have and drive. But the Hyundai we have right now, we're gonna figure out what's wrong with it, man. But I always told myself at the end of the day that once I get on my grind for real and I start figuring out how to get my income good and I'm financially stable, I'm definitely gonna give me a luxury whip, man. But just always take your time. Don't ever rush when it comes to cars. Have options. Make sure that you test drive them if you buy them from people. Take that bitch on the highway. Speed. Make sure you get full coverage. You know, you being young, maybe if you're in your 20s, I feel like when you're young, you go to dealerships, they might they might look at you uh, just because you're young. They might try to finesse you. You know, when you buying a car, they're gonna try to tell you whatever to sell it to you. So make sure you take your time, have resources, take people with you, take your parents with you, brother, whoever that you trust that is gonna lead you the right way. And listen to people, man. I feel like I didn't really listen at the time. I was too excited and but I also got help, man. But you never know. It just happens sometimes. But I know now, man, that the next car is gonna be great, man. So I know God blesses us in mysterious ways, but man, I don't know anybody else has any crazy stories about first time, like when it comes to a car. But yeah, mine was a 2000 convertible Mustang, man. So at that time when I had it, that car was already pretty old. So well, I graduated 2016. So during that time, I had it going into 2017. So that car was 16, 17 years old, man. So it held its own. It was over a little bit over 100,000 miles too. So it was only on its first life. So crazy, man. Man, I worked at AutoZone in that car. I ain't know nothing about cars, man. That was a crazy experience too when I started driving my Mustang and stuff. Man, I accidentally put a battery in backward. when I try to help somebody, bro, man, that was the dumbest shit I ever did, bro. And it was just the way the battery was set. I had to unscrew it, and it was a battery I've never seen before. It was a more advanced car at that time too. Like I don't know, these computer cars are crazy, man. But I ended up fucking it up, bro. I ended up fucking it up, bro. Yeah, my first car, bro. I had crazy shit happen, bro. I had police harass me, thinking that I had weed and stuff. Man, they ripped my door out, trying to find shit. Man, I never replaced that. I remember, man, I was mad about that. They ripped there's like a plastic piece inside my door, and they ripped it, thinking they was gonna find something. They didn't find shit, bro. They ain't find shit. And I was young at that time too, bro. They ain't find shit, bro. Man, yeah, I had great times though. Great times. And like I said, if I really knew back then, like about YouTube and how all this stuff works, bro, y'all probably would have seen a lot of stuff that I talk about. But yeah, man, shit crazy, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'm gonna hop on the game. So, I'm gonna hop on the game. But hopefully y'all have a good day. Um, just keep tuning in, like, subscribe, and I'll get back to y'all maybe tomorrow. Peace.